Nirali, where do telcos get stuck when it comes to driving AI adoption for both consumers and for employees?
Thanks, Georgie, for inviting me today. So, the first place, let's start with consumers. So, telcos have always landed the job of getting adoption of new technology to consumers. Think about the iPhones, the smartphones, etc. Those were tangible products you could hold in your hand and consumers could learn them. AI is a bit of software that sits inside those or other devices like your Wi-Fi at home. So how do you know the consumer is using it, and how do you educate a consumer that doesn't want to read like a manual or something on it? So it's a really difficult thing for telcos to do, and there is no other program in place to enable that to happen. And then you've got the second aspect of it is that there is a lot of fear factor around AI. So the minute you say something is AI enabled, and it's been around for years, your Siri, your Google Assistant on your phone, etc., right? Your spell checker in your Word document, that's good old fashioned AI as well. So it has been around, but how do you deal with the messaging around safety, security, personalization of data, etc., right? And reduce that fear factor, but still get people to adopt this new innovation.
And for employees?
So for employees, they're used to using it, but organizations are very cautious about using AI within their organization because they're worried about leaking out to the big World Wide Web. So employees need to have a good structured program that tells them clear do's and don'ts, that embraces the innovation, right? And gets over one of the biggest things, right? A worry that it's going to take over your job. And I say to everybody, AI there is to augment your role, not to take it away. So we're, rolling out AI in our organizations in the form of agents, but in a way where it's assisting our employees to perform better, get access to more knowledge, but at the end of the day, providing a brilliant customer experience.
And I guess a third element of that is, what does it all mean for organizations? What does it mean for business?
So for a business, and this is where it becomes really tricky, it's more about getting to a place where your systems, right? So your IT systems, your databases, your networks are actually able to interact with this technology. So while the speed of evolution with AI is moving at pace and we're using different chipsets, etc., our actual legacy technical infrastructure isn't ready for it. And that is where I think telcos need to put a lot more effort into modernizing their technologies. Real simple example, some of the businesses that I work with can't even stream phone calls in real time. So there is no worry for a long time, for some agent to be sitting there and, taking your phone call until they've sorted the telephony system out in the background.
Nirali, how do you see the relationship between AI and human ingenuity playing out in the future?
That's a really great question. So for me, it's about how do we collaborate with AI as humans, right? I'm never going to be seen to be saying AI is going to take over the world or take all of our roles. The way I see AI is going to augment our roles and the way we do stuff. So if I think about in the telco business, it's going to be more about how do we use it to streamline some of our processes, rethink the way we serve our customers, rethink the way we manage and build our networks. But also doing it from an automation perspective, right? How do we do things more safely? If you think about the number of people that climb up poles or up mobile, radio towers, can we do that using a bit of AI technology and other software, and from a physical safety perspective, make it better? The other aspect of it is it's going to give us new ideas, right? It's going to allow us to simulate scenarios that we never will be able to simulate before. Think of alternative solutions to problems that we have today, or see future problems before they even occur. So for me, I think it's a really great thing. And I have a 15 and 13-year-old boys, and I'm constantly telling them, please use it to help you think differently. Please use it to, open your mindset and learn the knowledge. The biggest difference between today and tomorrow is more knowledge is accessible. And the difference between the next person is going to be how do we use it and how do we make a difference in the world with it.
Nirali, a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.